Hi, I'm Gabrielle Williams and I'm the Labor candidate for Dandenong. Thanks for putting forward your questions and I'll get straight to answering them. So the first question was, with the sanctions on young people to attain L and P plates, when will the government consider compulsory retesting of all licence holders? So I'll start by explaining why the red-green P plate system was introduced for young drivers. And I want to make the point that it's not so much a sanction on young drivers, but rather a mechanism to encourage safe driving practices during a time of inexperience. So it might be annoying in the short term, but it's ultimately designed to save lives. So why do we target young drivers with these measures? And the reason is that P-plate drivers are 30 times more likely to be in an accident than other drivers. And nationally, young drivers account for almost a quarter of road fatalities, despite accounting for only about 14% of all licence holders. So these are pretty startling statistics. To further equip young drivers with the skills they need to be safe on the roads, Labor recently announced some new initiatives. And these include the first dedicated road safety education complex, so young drivers get to be face to face with the devastating aftermath of unsafe driving and bad decisions and road trauma. We'll also enrol every Year 10 student in a free defensive driving course, so young people will get to understand road risks as well as road rules. This plan will give every student a spot in a half-day course by 2018, and the completing of the course will be a mandatory requirement of a probationary licence. We'll also reinstate funding for the L2P program, which was cut by the Liberals. This program helps disadvantaged young people obtain their driver's licence where they may not otherwise have access to a car, and it partners them with a trained supervisor. We'll also reward the most responsible young drivers with a free 3-year licence. Under this plan, drivers who have completed 4 years on their P plates with no road offences will be eligible for that free licence. So regarding compulsory retesting of all drivers, in short, the benefits are questionable. By way of an example, I'll use a proposal that has been discussed quite a lot over the years, and that is the mandatory licensing assessments of older drivers. So in Victoria, we essentially have a self-reporting system which allows family members, doctors, police and the public to essentially dob in drivers that they think are no longer safe on the roads and pose a risk to themselves or others. So in 2012-13, this reporting resulted in the licences of over 4,000 people, drivers over the age of 71, being either suspended or cancelled. So this may, for some people, make the case for mandatory testing of older drivers, but there have been several studies done comparing the system that we currently have in place in Victoria with those jurisdictions that have mandatory retesting, and overall the evidence suggests that age-based mandatory licence testing has no positive safety effect in reducing older driver crash risk. So as long as the evidence doesn't suggest that there's any more to be gained than what our current system currently gives us, then I don't think the case can be made just yet for mandatory testing of all licence holders.